I can't believe I finally get to do this. I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit nervous here, okay? 8 years have passed since the release of Skyrim.
Thanks.
And I feel like now it's almost hip to hate on it, huh? Sometimes I pretend that I'm in on the joke and I go But on the inside, I am thinking, shut the hell up, I'm not playing with you, son of a bitch, I will beat the shit out of you. The past week, I have played Skyrim extensively. I created a new character all from scratch and I jumped in deep, really deep. When I thought, oh, maybe I have enough footage now, I decided to go deeper. So today, I am proud to present to you my results. But I will also talk about what has always pissed me off about this game, yeah? So expect it, yeah. We begin with the legendary Skyrim Prologue. Oh man, I have seen this countless times and I still love it. This guy is gonna get wrecked and he knows it. If I'm reading his emotions correctly at this current moment, he's thinking, fick me! But then, as I created my character, I remembered this is Skyrim's special ed! And that I needed to install some basic visual mods to make the game a little more appealing to the eye. So that's what I did. Fixing the nature, fixing the lighting, fixing the textures, and then fixing your mother's house. And with these basic mods enabled, I am telling you I fell in love with Skyrim's world that I have probably spent at least 500 to 1000 hours in all over again. You're walking around like the big cheese and all the plebs are looking at you like, wow, isn't that the Dragonborn?
What?
Sophia, c'est magique. Sure, Todd Howard himself said once that Skyrim is kind of like generic fantasy, and it's true, but still, look at the Dragoni.
I got liposuction.
You have to understand, this is about the ride. This is about how every part of this game interacts and plays off each other. Simple fucking things like going out for a stroll and then getting robbed.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
Creates such an amazing feeling of pure immersion that is probably the main reason why you literally forget time when you play this game. But concerning the guy who robbed me, thank God I had a large camping knife and I tried to stab him in the abdomen. The knife blade struck with such force that it broke and he fled in terror. In summary, if you can't see the beauty of this world, I feel sorry for you. Bro, you just posted cringe. Endless amounts of hours can be spent exploring this fascinating, gorgeous, diverse, yet believable and cohesive place. Dungeons are made in a circular way, yeah? So you don't have to backtrack and shit, and they're fairly unique, but like lore consistent. Underground, Dwemer, ruins, freaking Blackreach, a city underneath the city? With quests waiting for you around every corner. Every corner there's a quest. I'm like walking around and quest. For instance, I was exploring this underground cave and there he was, ACG. I went, you can't stitch the juggler. We have moved on from the aesthetics already, and that's where I would like to transition to the factor of player freedom and choice. This is a real sandbox RPG. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, especially to fuck. You don't have money? Steal shit. You don't like somebody? Yeetus that fetus. You know what I did when I played Skyrim for the very first time? Instead of walking on the beaten path, I just turned left and was like, let's see where this takes me. And there's a 100% guarantee that you will fall down some epic rabbit hole adventure. Sure, you will die it, but it's worth it. And Bethesda was aware of this. The way the main story is structured, they tell you like, okay, now please go there. And it's like halfway across the map, and just by going there, you will do so much awesome shit on the way. It's how they make sure that you truly get lost in this world. That's how they do it. That's how they make sure of it. The dialogue options may not be the most diverse you've ever seen, but after every conversation, you still have the option to go like, I do want to quickly talk about something that I thought about leaving out of this review, but I want to mention it because if my memory doesn't fool me, back then in 2011, I saw no fucking review mention this. Skyrim's Civil War backstory is extremely political. And not just political like within this fantasy world, blah blah blah, there's some conflict between the whatever. It is applicable to our real world. It is a very contemporary conflict. As a 17-year-old pepperoni, I just thought
It's a made-up tale.
it's separatists slash nationalists fighting against federalists slash globalists. I love this, and I think it's great that Bethesda didn't shy away from showing that both sides are fucking scumbags and they lie out of their teeth and they commit atrocities, and it's really hard to pick a side. It's a cool and surprisingly deep war. At first I went to the Imperials, but then I saw that General Tullius is a fucking liar. Then I went to Ulfric Stormcloak, but I just decided to pull a prank. I just went into his house and I just went Skyrim is embroiled in a civil war that casts a gloom over the entire land like a cloud. Despite its beauty, every city you go to harbors really dark secrets. Sometimes they're not even secrets and it's out in the open. This beautiful city on the cliffs, the first thing you see is a brutal beheading. Oh my god, this world is so fucking violent. Poor fella. Let me just loot him very quickly. Each town has a seedy underbelly and is struggling with some bad shit. It's unique, it's intriguing, and I quite literally spent dozens of hours
in each city trying to get to the bottom of what's happening there.
My favorite place is Markarth. Man, the city has such a vibe, bro. And the design is so damn epic. Love you, Markarth. Love you. Before I start talking about the important negative factors that I do see, let me just add one more thing. The leveling system isn't deep, I know. But how does Confucius say? Ching chong, why does it matter if I'm having fun? I love it, okay? Say what you want. I don't care one bit, but I will delete your comment. It looks cool, it gives you a decent amount of options, and most importantly, it's addicting as fuck. Not that deep, I get it, just like your mom, SL Ummak. But now! I will talk about what really fucking bothers me hardcore. First and foremost, talking about vanilla Skyrim here, yeah? I would go as far as to say without the right mods, you almost can't play this. The amount of armor variation in the game is laughable. It reminds me of an injured gazelle, strapped up. Back in the day, one of the first things I did was level up blacksmithing to create the Dedra armor. But Dedra? More like dead. Bruh. I blacksmithed it, then I was wearing the armor and I thought, I look epic. Can't wait to go out in the world and find all the really good armor sets that you can't craft, but have to find.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah. Zero. The vanilla game needs way more armor and weapons. It is in nowhere proportional to the amount of playtime you can get out of this game. Getting new and exciting loot has to be core to the experience, but here, this feedback loop stops after about 30-40 hours. Unacceptable. You simply have to install Immersive Armor and Immersive Weapons. Without this, no. Secondly, I love playing as a rogue, hunter or warrior, so this isn't a huge issue for me, but playing as a mage is fucking lame. You can only equip 2 spells at a time. You constantly have to pause the game to equip other ones. So boring. As a wizard, this is your Skyrim experience. But let's extend this a little bit to the combat in general. This is a very common point of critique that it's just super simple and button mashy. I think that's true, but slightly exaggerated. If you play on higher difficulties, you actually do have to use your entire moveset, dodge, block, and use all the abilities you have to survive. But in general, yeah, you're right. It's pretty fucking basic. You cannot argue with that. But I think the only relevant question is, how important is that to you? For me, the combat is good enough so I don't get actively pulled out of the game, like it breaks my immersion and I get frustrated. It's fun enough. Now a couple of more smaller things and then we're
Rock and roll.
the fucking view distance sucks ungewaschenes Arschloch. Look at this, pathetic. The map screen, although cool looking and 3D, is kind of useless and always is covered in clouds. Is that you, Salami? Discord server joke. You won't get it because you're not on it. Spast. And there we have it, folks. Hit the motherfucking notification bell like this. My final rating for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is a
Very strong.
7 out of 7.
Had to do it, had to do it.
Hello, Reddit meme time. Ranton when he reads the comments of his Shaolin videos. You have no fucking idea. Look at them, I dare you.
You will die.
Good meme, but also hurts in here. when you're thinking of something funny during a fucked up situation and try not to laugh. This is from the State of Decay video. Oh god. One of the most beautiful face distortions I've ever made. A beautiful Rantoni pepperoni pizza. That's amazing. Beautiful smile. Beautiful pepperonis. This picture really makes me angry because there are gonna be people who say it's fake and these people are scum. It's a real picture. Live with it. Bitch. Yeah, there's been this kind of old person filter that's really hyped recently. Look at this. Do you think I will look like this? Fuck. And oh my god. Oh my god. Beautiful, beautiful fan art. Mo Malik.
It's really nice.
It's very nice. Girl classmates, that horror movie wasn't even scary at all. Girl classmates as soon as the power goes out. Good stuff. There's some very nice stuff. Looking forward to your new memes. To the next one. Rantoni out.